Lugano, often called the Mediterranean soul of Switzerland, is a place where Swiss precision dances effortlessly with Italian warmth and flair. Cradled on the shores of the shimmering Lake Lugano in the sun-kissed canton of Ticino, this lakeside gem offers more than just scenic beauty. It embodies a lifestyle. Here, palm trees sway under golden light, grand villas overlook flower-lined promenades, and the gentle murmur of Italian blends with the serenity of Swiss nature. At the heart of the city lies Parco Chiani, one of Switzerland's most beautiful parks. A tranquil stretch where towering ancient trees, radiant flowerbeds, and ornate fountains meet the glassy waters of the lake. Above the city rise Monte Bre and Monte San Salvatore, standing like guardians of peace. Their summits offer panoramic views that blur the boundary between heaven and earth, especially during sunset when the sky burns gold and the lake mirrors it in still reverence. Wander down Via Nassa, Lugano's elegant shopping street, where luxury boutiques and time-honored jewelers reflect the town's graceful charm. But it's not just about glamour, it's about soul. Tucked away in cobbled alleys are artisanal bakeries, fragrant with fresh pastries and rich espresso, whispering of simpler joys and slower moments. For the artist and dreamer, Lugano sings with creativity. At LAC Lugano Arte e Cultura, music, visual art and theatre come alive in sleek, modern architecture, while just across the city, the ancient Santa Maria degli Angioli houses stunning Renaissance frescoes that speak to the town's deep artistic heritage. Even short excursions feel timeless. A boat ride to the quiet village of Gandria, perched on the lake's edge, feels like stepping into a watercolor painting, and when the rain falls softly on the rooftops and the hills, Lugano transforms into a storybook, gentle, nostalgic, and haunted. Beautiful. Lugano is not just a destination, it's a feeling of calm luxury, of poetic serenity, of sunlit joy wrapped in mountain silence. Once you've felt its rhythm, it stays with you like a soft echo. You don't just visit Lugano, you remember it. Tucked away in the lush Saarland region of southwestern Switzerland, Gstaad is a place where the world's elite come to disappear, not in glamour, but in tranquility. Though globally renowned as a winter playground for royalty, film stars, and fashion icons, Gstaad is far from just another luxury destination. It is a mountain village with a heartbeat, a poetic blend of Swiss authenticity, alpine simplicity, and quiet grandeur. Here, time seems to slow. The heart of the village is a car-free promenade, flanked by rustic wooden chalets adorned with flower boxes and carved balconies, many dating back centuries. Chic boutiques selling haute couture and fine watches sit side by side with local bakeries and cheese shops, preserving the balance between prestige and tradition. Gstaad is where elegance meets earthiness, where fur-lined coats mingle with cowbells in the distance. In winter, the landscape transforms into a snow-draped dream, with 200 kilometers of perfectly groomed ski slopes stretching across the Gstaad mountain rides region. Activities range from skiing and snowboarding to ice skating, snowshoeing, and horse-drawn sleigh rides through pine forests dusted with frost. Yet the winter here is not only about sport, it's about stillness. Sitting by the fireplace of a luxury chalet, watching snowflakes fall beyond the glass, is an experience in itself. Come summer, Gstaad awakens in full bloom. The mountains shift from white to green, and the air fills with the scent of wildflowers and fresh grass. Over 300 kilometers of hiking and biking trails weave through alpine meadows, dense forests and high-altitude ridges, offering panoramic views of the Bernese Alps. Lake Lugano, just a short drive away, is a sapphire gem surrounded by nature, perfect for quiet reflection or a scenic picnic. One of Gstaad's most iconic experiences is the alpine wellness tradition. The region is dotted with luxurious spas and thermal retreats that harness the healing essence of the mountains. Whether soaking in an outdoor jacuzzi under the stars or enjoying a traditional herbal steam bath, wellness here feels as natural as breathing. Culture flows gently through Gstaad's quiet charm. The Gstaad Menuhin Festival, founded by legendary violinist Yehudi Menuhin, brings classical music into the hills each summer, transforming village churches and mountain stages into venues for world-class performances. It's a place where music rises like mist over the fields, delicate, intimate, unforgettable. Despite its fame, Gstaad has preserved its rural heartbeat. Local dairy farms still make aged alpine cheese using centuries-old techniques, and morning cow parades remain a cherished part of village life. It's not uncommon to see a celebrity stopping to chat with a local farmer, both finding peace in the simplicity that Gstaad protects so fiercely. Whether you're here to ski, to walk, to breathe, or simply to pause, Gstaad offers more than beauty. It offers presence, a moment out of time, a taste of luxury without noise, a mountain song sung not with grand gestures but with soft, perfect notes. Montreux isn't just a town, it's a feeling, a melody, a golden reflection on the tranquil waters of Lake Geneva. Cradled between the Alps and one of Europe's most pristine lakes, Montreux is where elegance meets emotion, where the mountains hum in harmony with the waves, with a mild microclimate, palm trees swaying in the breeze, and a cultural soul that pulses with history and art. It's no wonder this enchanting town has been dubbed the Pearl of the Swiss Riviera. From the moment you step onto its iconic flower-lined promenade, Montreux casts its spell. The path curves gently along the lake, flanked by sculptures, fountains, and Belle Époque mansions that whisper of a glamorous past. Time seems to slow down here, where couples stroll hand in hand, artists sketch beside the water, and swans glide gracefully across the shimmering surface. At the heart of Montreux's cultural identity is the Montreux Jazz Festival, one of the most prestigious music festivals in the world. Held every July since 1967, it has hosted legends like Miles Davis, Nina Simone, David Bowie, Prince, and Freddie Mercury, whose bronze statue now gazes out over the lake, a symbol of his deep connection to this town. Montreux doesn't just celebrate music, it lives it. Cafes play smooth jazz year-round, and live performances spill into the streets during festival time, turning the entire town into a stage. Just a few minutes from the town centre lies one of Switzerland's most breathtaking historic landmarks, the Château de Chillon. Perched on a rocky island surrounded by the lake's mirror-like water, this medieval castle looks like something out of a fantasy film. Inside, centuries of history echo through its grand halls, vaulted dungeons, and lakeside balconies. It's a place where poets like Lord Byron found inspiration, his name still etched into the castle's stone. Montreux is also a gateway to alpine adventure. Behind the town, the Rochers de Ney mountain rises to nearly 2,000 meters. A cogwheel train winds its way up through pine forests and wildflower meadows, revealing panoramic views of Lake Geneva and the surrounding peaks. In winter, the slopes turn white with snow, while in summer they bloom with edelweiss and alpine charm. Gourmet dining, luxury spas, boutique shopping, and world-class hospitality all add to Montreux's magnetic appeal. Yet, despite its elegance, it never feels unapproachable. There's a warmth here, a Mediterranean ease wrapped in Swiss serenity. Whether you're enjoying fondue by the lake, listening to a saxophone at sunset, or exploring ancient stones and mountain trails, Montreux leaves a song in your heart, a gentle, lingering note of peace, beauty, and timeless grace. Schaffhausen, the soul of the north and the power of the falls, cradled at the northern edge of Switzerland, where medieval elegance meets the raw energy of nature. Schaffhausen is a town of contrasts, serene yet thunderous, historic yet alive. It is best known for the Rhine Falls, Rheinfall, the largest waterfall in Europe, but to reduce this town to just its natural wonder would be to miss the deep, resonant heartbeat that pulses through every corner of its cobbled soul. The old town of Schaffhausen is one of the best preserved in Switzerland, a living canvas of Renaissance and Baroque artistry. Narrow alleys wind between pastel-colored buildings adorned with frescoes, wrought iron signs, and over 170 oriel windows, small, intricate bay windows that peek like storytellers over the streets below. Walking through the town feels like stepping into a fairy tale where every corner hides a whisper of the past. At the town's crown sits the Montreux fortress, a 16th-century circular bastion that rises from the vineyards like a stone guardian. From here, the views are majestic, the Rhine River winding through the valley, the rooftops of Schaffhausen glowing in the sun, and the green tapestry of Germany just across the border. The Montreux isn't just a monument, it's a symbol of community, still used today for festivals, open-air concerts, and the daily ringing of its historic bell. But nothing defines Schaffhausen like the Rhine Falls. Just a few kilometers from the town center, the river plunges with untamed fury over a 23-meter drop, sending 600,000 liters of water per second crashing into the rocks below. The sound is not just loud, it's primordial, a thunder that you feel in your chest, like the earth breathing. Visitors can ride a boat that dares the churning waters, gliding up to the foot of the falls where mist kisses your face and the roar drowns out all thoughts. In winter, the falls freeze in surreal stillness. In summer, they explode with life, surrounded by lush greenery and rainbows caught in the spray. The Schloss Lievert, a romantic castle-turned restaurant, sits just beside the falls, offering a table with a view you'll never forget. Schaffhausen is also a town of craft and culture. Known for its watchmaking heritage, it's home to the internationally renowned brand IWC, International Watch Company. This spirit of precision flows into everything, from the immaculate gardens of the Allerheiligen Monastery to the quiet corners of riverside cafes. The River Auen trails and cycling paths invite exploration through vineyards, forests, and riverbanks, often accompanied by nothing but birdsong and the whisper of leaves. Winemaking thrives here, and in autumn the town celebrates its harvest festivals where locals come together over glasses of crisp Riesling and trays of warm pastries. Despite its grandeur, Schaffhausen feels intimate, a town where history greets you at every step but never overwhelms, where nature roars but peace remains, where travelers don't just visit, they linger, absorbing the poetry written in stone, in water, in the sky. Thun is the kind of town that feels like it stepped out of a painting, where every cobblestone whispers stories and every view is a brushstroke of natural elegance. Located at the northern gateway to the majestic Bernese Alps, Thun sits peacefully where the River Aare flows out of the sparkling turquoise waters of Lake Thun. It's not just a place you see, it's a place you feel, with every turn revealing layers of charm, culture, and quiet wonder. The heartbeat of Thun lies in its medieval old town, where elevated sidewalks, unique in Switzerland, run above boutique-lined streets. Walk beneath ivy-covered balconies, past timeless cafes and artisan shops, as the scent of roasted coffee blends with the cool alpine breeze. All paths seem to lead upward, to the mighty Thun castle, perched on a hilltop since the 12th century. Its white towers rise like sentinels over the city, offering sweeping views of snow-capped mountains in one direction and a shimmering lake in the other. Lake Thun, with its deep sapphire hues, invites you into nature's embrace. Paddle boats drift across its glassy surface, while white-sailed boats cut slow trails through the water. Along the lakeside promenade, swans glide near benches where lovers sit, tourists sketch, and locals simply breathe. A short boat ride leads to hidden castles, serene hiking trails, and villages where time seems to pause. The River Aare, too, has a soul of its own. Clear as crystal and strikingly turquoise, it winds through Thun like a ribbon of serenity. Locals jump in and float downstream during summer, a beloved tradition that feels equal parts thrill and therapy. The Mühleschleuse, or wooden sluice gates, create picturesque waterfalls in the heart of town, making Thun feel like a living postcard. Beyond its beauty, Thun is alive with energy. Summer music festivals echo from its open plazas. In winter, nearby ski resorts call adventurers up into the clouds. Artists, hikers, and poets alike are drawn to this place, where the wildness of the Alps meets the intimacy of a lakeside village. Thun is not just a stop on a Swiss itinerary. It's a feeling of standing between grandeur and gentleness. It's a pause in time, a sigh in the journey, a soft chapter written in blues and greens, and once you've walked its riverbanks or watched a sunset from its castle walls, Thun will live on in your memory like a beautiful dream you never want to end.